Hello. Thank you very much for stopping by this amazing podcast. If you watch or listen to this podcast, you'll be one of the few, or maybe even less than a few, a couple, or even one that watch this video podcast. So consider yourself a true hero. Also, you can brag to your friends or family or whatever, co-workers or whatever, that you actually tuned on this video. Thank you again for stopping by the video podcast. You all have a great day now.
Hey, what's up? This is former President Barack Obama, and you're watching Random Green TV. Oh yeah.
Welcome to the Random Green TV YouTube channel podcast. That's right. It's being suppressed by YouTube, obviously, since, there's other things out there that have, you can put up a lot of YouTubers can put a lot of podcasts or vlogs or videos or whatever they want to call it. And it's being promoted. Now, that's probably why I'm not the most successful YouTuber. It's probably because I state the obvious, and sometimes I can't say the quiet part out loud. And yeah, and this podcast, episode 109, I will be going over a couple things. Well, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are engaged. Who cares? I brought it up, but, because I saw it in every post and then, okay. So, whoop-de-rah-rah-do on that one. Now, the other one, Cracker Barrel. Yes, Cracker Barrel had the original logo. Then they went back to the new logo, and then they went back to the old logo. I just think they should just focus on better food. Because the last time I was there, it wasn't really that great. The breakfast is good, but breakfast is decent. But I think it's more the ambiance is why it gets a lot of, it's popular. It's popular with the populace, or it's popular with the people. And that brings me into my main topic is, you can make fun of not all, like the white liberals. They're all soft and fragile. They're they always have to be offended by everything. And someone will say, well, wasn't the individuals that the Cracker Barrel, the individuals that that started that, or weren't they offended? And then didn't they get butthurt? And no, not really, because when you lose sales, it's not like they're going on there on TikTok and crying over it. I didn't see one person cry over, get on there with their blue hair or purple hair and start crying. But you do all the time with a liberal, and then as soon as Cracker Barrel loses $100 million, then they act like someone is crying about it. No, they just like Bud Light and Dylan Mulvaney. They lost money. It's not like everybody went on in there and started crying like liberals. It's funny how when someone does something once, but the other party, and look, I'm not neither I'm independent. I'm not even really independent. I'm a nihilist. So I look at who throws stones more, and I see the liberals throwing stones way more than the conservatives. No, conservatives don't sit there and cry. They may boycott something, but is that the same? Is that the same as crying or raging or getting mad and just throwing a hissy fit like liberals do all the time? Look, you can, and it goes back to, like name calling, or like some people have a sense of humor, like us crackers. We don't care what you call us. I'm 99.999% cracker. I mean white. I don't know if you ever seen the channel Salty Cracker. That's a pretty good channel. I like that. I like that channel quite a bit. But this group of people can be made fun of. The conservative, not non-liberal. I just say go out and say it. It's the white people, the whiteys. They just don't care about They don't care about name calling. They don't take it. They take it with a grain of salt because we're crackers. We're salty. We don't care if if as soon as you make, and it's not all a person of color, people of color, the spokespeople for other people of color are predominantly the white snowflakes, the offended people. I wouldn't want those people around ever. I mean, I'm not gonna waste my only life worrying or thinking about or trying to be offended. I try to look at the things with a grain of salt, move on. Don't try to be offended and have a diary. They probably have a stack of books that are, they probably have a million books out there about how to be offended and not enjoy your only life that you get right here, right now. And then they, that's how it is in the offended world. Yeah. And there should be some examples out there, like you go woke, you go broke. That's a big example of it all. Don't go. I kind of transitioned odd there, but I'm random that way, I guess. Like I say, this video podcast will probably fall on some deaf ears, but hey, that's a-okay. I'm uploading it anyway. I'm being silenced, and that's absolutely fine. Maybe not in the YouTube Shorts, but it's probably the algorithm. No one wants to complain, and I do apologize about that. Look, that's the individuals about Cracker Barrel were not offended. They didn't go on YouTube and start crying and throwing rage fits. They just boycotted and lost. Cracker Barrel lost $100 million. Simple. And yet that's supposed to be, when it goes back, and everybody's guilty of it. It goes back of noticing this, you notice the speck in somebody else's eye, but it's hard to, you don't notice the 2x4 or the gigantic block in your own eye, Always that way, and that's just the way it is, Look, individuals that are not offended all the time, don't cry when something bad something happens to them. Doesn't and there is times, I can't speak for everybody, but at least for me, I know that I don't try to get offended in this world. I know this is the only life we get. I don't sit there and care about, anything. Well, it goes back to the tolerant left. The tolerant left. They're not tolerant. It's not. all they can do is point the finger, and they can't examine their own standards, or their standards are not, their standards are not, they're always pointing the finger. They don't look at themselves and examine themselves. It's always everybody else's fault. And someone does something, it's like one little minute thing. Oh, see, Cracker Barrel lost $100 million. Gee, I wonder why, because you go woke, you go broke. Plus, you're not gonna, you just can't please everybody. And when someone does something like boycotts a restaurant, all of a sudden they're the ones that are rage quitting and crying. Wait, what? No. That's how it is. But if you made it this far and you're going to watch the whole entire video podcast, cool. Thank you very much. This channel is not going to be the most successful, and that's absolutely A-okay. But I'm just thankful I have a platform here on YouTube. Someday I probably have to go to Rumble or whatever ones. I don't know. It all depends. There's a lot of things I like about YouTube, so a lot of things I don't, but it's like this. I stick with it and I go with it. I have a channel and I'm thankful for that, regardless of the success. But anyway, I'm just blabbering now, just in a random way. Again. Hey, thank you very much for stopping by this video podcast. You all have a great day now. It's a crazy world out there. Stay safe. Thank you.
I hate randomness. You're too random for me. I can't handle you. I'm unsubscribing from your channel, you son of a gun.